Finding the murderer, declared Inspector Allen, would be so much easier if every passenger on this vessel weren't so damnably weird. And this concludes another chapter of The Corpse in the Ocean by Agatha Christie. Perhaps we'll continue that next week. Welcome to Short Horror Thursday? Yeah, schedule's gone out the window, basically. Hope everybody's doing well, and sorry to miss last night's stream. I've been getting over a cold. It was bad enough to keep me out of work for a couple days. I'm still a little tired and congested, but figured I can do a rather brief makeup stream. Especially, and this will be a short horror one, because I definitely won't be doing short horror this Saturday, because I'll be traveling home. I'll be for just over a week. Not nearly enough time. No. I don't know if I'll stream on Sunday. I'll stream a couple times while I'm home. Definitely I'll do a real hardware special, though I know those are popular. But probably not... I'll have to keep an eye on my Twitter, MySpace, and Discord. And I'll let you guys know when it will be with appropriate advance notice, I hope. And sorry if you came here expecting Resident Evil 3. I did figure out, it took a while, but I was able to get my gamepad working. I think maybe if I'm using that, I'll have a better chance at not dying quite so frequently. But since we're going to be taking a hiatus from that anyway, I figured I'd get back into it for one day. And thank you to everybody who came out to my last couple of streams. See, we finished the Reincarnation series, Evil, and then we finished Bob the Schizo, which ended up being great fun. Only frustrating on occasion. Yeah, so tonight we're going to be playing one called Haunted Dreams, which I don't know where I got this one, but I've had it on, hard drives for a while. I know I transferred off my laptop when I got my desktop. It's like, yeah, this is one of those games I'm going to stream for Short Horror Saturday one of these days. But it was made in first-person shooter creator, but it's one of the better games in that, engine that's aimed at amateurs. And released in 2012 by iSonic Games. They made several games, but apparently their work's hard to come by now. They've removed their games from their itch page and their Game Jolt page. Who knows what's up with that? But either way, Haunted Dreams. Is there anything else important I was going to say? Probably, but let me actually check the volume levels on this. Yeah, it sounded alright to me, but I never know what it's going to sound like to you chaps. Hey, Dragon of the West, welcome in. No, not poor Bob. We beat Bob the Schizo. No, we will play one or two more Bob games eventually. Haven't forgotten that we're going to stream Billy Bob the Cactus Blob. You guys, please go check out Dragon of the West 412. Wonderful variety streamer. There's a bunch of, some retro games with some challenges in newer games. Schedule 1. How's that one going? It's a newer one, isn't it, Dragon? Hysterical. Ooh, it's a comedy game? Is it as funny as Sam and Max? Or Strong Bad? I have to wonder. Oh, okay, that's the drug dealers. But you were telling me about that, or somebody else was? But as long as it's fun and hilarious, and we know that drugs are bad, okay? Says the guy who once drank a can of marijuana juice on the stream. Oh, shut the fuck up, Airplane Line. That's completely legal where I live. And anyway, it's 2025. And we've gotten over our fear of the marijuana. Or whatever its less foreign-sounding name is. before they rebranded it in the 30s. Hey, we're almost back to the 30s. How fucked up is that? Time's being weird. Hey! TechLink, welcome in. How are you? Guys, please go check out TechLink. Streams some older games. Also does a lot of development. So Doom Dark Ages came out. Oh, that's funny that everybody's playing Schedule 1, because yeah, you expect Doom Dark Ages to be the more popular one. Of course, also, maybe Schedule 1 doesn't cost $60 right now, or whatever. Not that I've looked at the prices, but I know these AAA games tend to go for a lot of money when they first come out. To be fair, that's kind of how it's always been. I remember seeing big boxes of Shadow Man for $50, being like, ooh, that looks cool, but I'm not paying it. And I'm glad I didn't. Meth that turns people green and makes their hair fall out. Well, it's a very interesting chemical combination. I shudder to think what you put into that meth. And how much of this Schedule 1 is based on actual science. Oops, that's the launcher. There we are. Haunted Dreams. The plot of this game, according to the web pages, are that I believe a detective was shot and was legally dead for a while and came back to life, but now creatures are trying to come after his soul in his sleep and bring him back to death. So, this is a bit like a Herc Harvey movie. Horse, semen, and gasoline. No, I heard that right. That's, no, I never would have thought of mixing those two things, Dragon, but I guess scientific inquiry. Who knows what'll get human beings high? Probably plenty more drugs that haven't even been discovered, chat. You yourself, chat, could discover one and then make a lot of money before it's outlawed. Maybe I should experiment with that. What can I do that's not illegal yet, but will be? Once again, I find myself pulled into the twisted world. I fell less connected to myself. I don't know what's real. Interesting. Bananas and donuts don't improve the flavor of horse and gas meth. I'll remember that if I ever start a drug empire. Maybe if you use plantains and croissants instead. This game is dark. Actually, I might turn up the brightness on my monitor, chat. But you guys won't notice, but I will. If you'll allow me a moment. I encourage you all to do the same. There's probably a way to increase the gamma settings or in Windows in such a way that OBS would notice, but well, if I know what that is, beyond my expertise. I find myself saying that quite often. As I still try and get various games to work in the hope that someday I will stream them. I should hire freelance consultants to help me get some of these games working for stream. Is that a dagger? No, syringe. Oh, good. The flashlight recharges. Do you think you'll play Doom the Dark Ages, TechLink? You know you like a good FPS. Anything else here first? Nope. You gotta recharges instantly. I still gotta play Doom Eternal. I keep forgetting about that. Have I bought that? Oh, you tried it for a little bit. Yeah. I should see if I have Doom Eternal in one of my video game websites or libraries. I should make a spreadsheet of everything I have on itch and Steam and GOG and Humble, but that would take a lot of time and work. This is, I believe it's like about 13 years old. It was made in first-person shooter creator, which was one of those, you know, make your own game programs, minimal programming necessary. Minimal or no programming, I don't know. I always thought I was going to learn how to use some of those programs and make games in Pie in the Sky and FPSC and Adventure Game Studio and A6 and Game Maker and Multimedia Fusion. But then I didn't. Like, I need more time-consuming hobbies. Yes, engine has distinctive controls, for example. You have to press enter to open doors. Slightly cumbersome if you know you're using WASD and being chased by things like that. I've seen this thing in other games. I think it's maybe came with FPC or with a horror game like Model Pack. Not a bad looking monster though. Yeah, too many hobbies, too little time, exactly. And like even within those hobbies, too many games, books, movies, TV shows, and not enough time. Just need more years in life, chat. I think that's what it boils down to. Oh, you know. For every day you live, you could go into suspended animation for 5 days to consume art. Yeah, actually, I like that. If science could just, you know, develop the technology, I'd be behind that. More likely, that's the premise for a science fiction story, and it leads to problems. Is this we're carrying? I think it's a nail-studded board. Oh yeah, that's right. You turn on the flashlight, it decreases the ambient light. And then it gets brighter again when the flashlight's off. Which I assume is another quirk of the engine. What's that say? A biolab. It's like a biological Labrador, as opposed to those cybernetic Labradors they have these days. Oh, it's a morgue. Ooh, a scale, in case anybody wants to buy some produce. Yeah, those damn robo-dogs. Ooh, a key. Yeah. Remember Mutsky from the Sonic the Hedgehog comics? Yeah. Dangers of robo-dogs. Didn't RoboCop have a Robodog? Or no, it was Mega Man who had a Robodog in the cartoons. And for all I know, in some of the games. Uh-oh. Is stealth an option? Probably not. Yeah, I know. I was thinking, stop vomiting on me. If I wanted that, I'd face down a Brachiosaurus in the Jurassic Park arcade game. Or, you know, zombies in RE3. No, because there was that RoboCop cartoon, which was a lot less violent than the movie. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was definitely the Mega Man cartoon that had the Robodog. Oh, weird. The things that, you know, these adult properties that then they make media for children. Like, you see, there was a Rambo cartoon. Hey, Moosey Fade, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, right. Wow, everything's brighter when you turn up your monitor's brightness to the maximum. Funny how that works. You guys, please go check out Moosey Fate. More Project Zomboid, lovely. Like, Terminator, I guess it makes more sense because, you know, Terminator 2 is very much a PG-13 movie. It was PG-13, wasn't it? Not R. Yeah, I remember people getting killed violently, but I don't remember as much blood. I don't know, I guess I should rewatch it. Just human remains. Yeah, okay. Oh, good. It's the key we picked up. What's that? Forceps or something. Remember that Flash game with the song about how the gravedigger puts on the forceps? I've got to clear my brain out. I don't think that's English. Is it? It's a skeleton, but it's like holding a watermelon? Another nightmare. I feel weaker every time I get pulled in, as if something is trying to tame me. Skeleton butt. It seemed like we picked up whatever. Loading screens can be long. That one wasn't terribly long. Some of these FPSC games aren't as well optimized, and the Windows will be like, oh, it's frozen. The game's like, nah, I'm just loading. You know, chat, I think I might have had this game longer than I realized. Wow. So yeah. 2010. I threw it in my G drive when our school gave us unlimited storage. Okay. Wild. Wait a second. That can't have been 2010. This game was released in 2012. I must have misread the date. Wait a second. That's an excellent question. What's that? Take camera. I was a beta tester and didn't know it. Or, you know, time traveler. Weren't we talking about how time doesn't make sense anymore, chat? So we got another flashlight. Yeah, days used to be 24 hours, and now they feel like 6. I think kids are a lot of longer days than adults. Let's see. Anything to pick up here? Nope. I guess that's just part of the wall. What can we destroy? Oh. Picked up a weapon? Ooh, a frying pan. Nice. Now we can cook salmon burgers. As a kid, you would have been bored playing the same video game all day. Yeah, but when we were first starting out, you know, we only had a couple of video games when we were kids. It was cool. It's like, yeah. Play Sonic the Hedgehog for an hour every day for a year. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, true, different types of video games. Trying to explore, but there's not much to be found, just skulls. Bring me wine! Oh, yeah, I know, when you're kids. There are a lot more fun things to do. Yeah, that's why time seems to go faster as we go forward. We've experienced more of it. I keep wanting to press E, but to interact with this engine, E and Q are lean. In most engines, they're fat. Yeah, I was like, shoot, do I want all this time XP? You know, can I go back to an earlier save? Yes. Let's go back to earlier saves in life. I want to re-allot some of my XP. That's the wall. XP isn't always good. Yeah, sometimes you wish you hadn't leveled up. Wasn't that a lesson, kind of a lesson in some Pokemon episode where it's like, you know, you could level up your Pikachu into a Raichu now, but you could never go back. I guess from one perspective, we all get a little XP just by waking up and going through the day. Yeah, every day you work out. That's one way to build XP. I should do that more. Or indeed, at all. I'm glad I at least get some exercise walking to and from the bus stop, which isn't that close. Yeah, long-lasting XP. Last you well into your life. Trying to explore my surroundings, but the game don't make it easy. Yeah, no, things I should be worried about instead of things I do worry about. Am I stuck in the doorway? There we go. Yeah, I wish I'd really gotten the habit of working out when I was younger. Well, they made us take PE through high school, but that was just torture. Good. I feel like if I got an exercise machine, I would probably use it, at least somewhat regularly. Achievement unlocked. Handyman. I didn't know these games had achievements. Wow. Every day you have another chance. There's probably a lot about this engine that, you know, a casual developer didn't explore. Oh, you don't need equipment. There's a flashlight here, and I can see if I can communicate. Is there anyone here? Try to activate the flashlight. I turned it on, but loosened the case. It should be easy to manipulate. Can you turn on the flashlight for me? Wow, that appears to be a response. Can you turn it off for me? Something seems to be communicating with me. Will you turn it on again, please? Now turn it off, please. Those were intelligent responses. Okay, did anybody else see the flashlight turn on and off? Because I didn't. Interesting. You also wouldn't usually see that level of dialogue in FPSC games. You said... Oh, personal resistance in YouTube videos is better. Yeah. When I'm home, I always use the elliptical that my parents have. Do we take the other flashlight with us, or is it... Okay. Sometimes I wish this one weren't so dark. Move the space. How about I remove your ass? Yeah, possible ban evader. It's funny that Twitch doesn't. It doesn't occur to Twitch those might be bots, but Twitch is like, this is a human who is evading your ban. Oh, nice. You can use the hammer too. Keep wanting to interact with things more, but not to be. Is that? It is a door. CD-ROM, but can't seem to interact with it. Hey, chat, is that an Xbox 360, I think? That slender one. Next one I think is the desktop. There's some kind of machine. Yeah, one of them modern day consoles. Ooh, 2 miles a day on the treadmill. Good for you, TechLink. Yeah, what once was current. Picked up an item. Ooh, guitar. Chop the head. Okay. Oh, is that that's a bust. Something weird about its mouth. Chop the head, not bust the bust. Well, I mean, I don't really have anything to chop exactly. I know that's a block. Oh. Yeah, it looks like an Alfred Hitchcock film. Or Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Interesting that we can hit things with the message. But I think that's just curtains. It's funny to see the hand clench when you click. But we definitely hit it. Oh. Gee, you can't run, but you can do like ellipticals. No, I've had other people who hit that too, and like ellipticals are better on your knees long term. I don't even want to know what all those years of swing dancing did to my knees. Not that I would be above trying it out again. Oh, biking. Oh, gotcha. You used to do treadmills. I think I'd probably be more likely to use a bike or an elliptical. Here. Nothing I can see. Really? Running is even more stressful on knees than squats or jumping jacks. Wow. Wouldn't have thought that. I know if I get bad knees when I'm old, then I'll just write a letter to my high school gym teacher and be like, thanks a lot. I don't think I'll bother signing it. She'll get the message. Oh, shin splints. Oh, make running painful. Ugh. So I don't think there's anything in this room. Maybe hitting the bus head did something? Ooh, running on concrete. I'll give you shin splints. Ugh. Another way to keep our bodies in shape without it being extremely unpleasant. Alright, humans are probably supposed to be dead by the time they're 30, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Thank goodness for knowledge and science. Nothing else here. Oh man, you couldn't find a pair of shoes that were helpful. This is where we start. Hello. Fuse box. Oh, really? There are always enough people that live to older ages. I guess I knew there had been through recorded history, but I guess or maybe not as many, but still a reasonable number. I guess I just assumed that, like, especially, you know, in prehistory, that humans didn't live as long. But yeah, a lot more deaths in wars, deaths in childbirth, higher infant mortality rate. Not many people saved through medicine. You guys ever think about how awful it would be to live in most other periods of history? I sometimes do, and I'm like, wow. Maybe the better stuff will come after this, but we're still really lucky. Oh, right, killed through medicine, too. That's good. Read about some of those like, medical procedures and theories during the Middle Ages, and it's like, I think I'll just take my luck with, you know, dying. Thank you, doctor. I can die very well on my own without your assistance. Oh, really? The worst wealth disparity in human history? Wow. That's crazy. Like, even worse than under, like, you know, medieval England or, like, pre-revolutionary France. Wow. I guess now that I'm thinking about it more, I can see that. It's just surprising because you know, hear about how bad those things were in history. Yeah, from that perspective, I guess we're not in the best part of history. And I wonder how they calculate that for, like, wealth disparity, like, yeah, I know, like, many people just can't climb out of debt even if they're working harder and harder. I wonder how that accounts for, like, barter economies, like when it talks about the wealth disparity. thought about that before. Wait, is this... He does not have a head. Notice different effects when you hit the corpse versus... Oh well, same with the skulls. Done. What are these numbers? 11652777. See how they could possibly have meaning. So much brighter without the flashlight. Oh. Oh, legally being able to carry different weapons and things. Different kinds of BS. And then sometimes you could just duel to the death and let God decide the victor. And in case you're wondering, I was learning that from Brother Cadfile long before I learned it from Assassin's Creed 2 months ago. Yeah, but it's not like in Phil when anybody can just grab a sword or something. Why do I keep turning on the flashlight to show more light? Hey, Nifty Ness, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Guys, please go check out Nifty Ness. Playing, ooh, marbles. Do you finish beta testing that, was it Colossus marble track? Nice. I'm doing alright, thanks. I was out with a cold, but mostly better now. Hence my streaming Thursday instead of Wednesday. Oh, it's done. Wonderful. Nice. Are you going to put it online and let other people download it? I assume that's how it works with marbles. They're like virtual pinball tables, just streamable. Once again, I have no idea what I'm talking about. You wouldn't download a track. What if I could? That's exactly it. You wouldn't download a video game. How am I supposed to get this? So it's getting harder and harder to write to the developers and be like, yes, here's a check in the mail. I would like one of your compact discs with read-only memory, please. Death. Interesting. Everybody already has everything. 40 plays already. Awesome. And no marbles have made it through yet. But that's kind of the point, right? I know what I'm trying to do here. Said chop the heads. I'm chopping all the heads I can find. Is a niche in the marbles community that really likes the super hard ones. There's probably some other room that I've walked past her. What's that? Is that a message? Yeah, maybe just a cutting board. Yeah, that might be an old-time radio. I don't know. Where is... That's a light switch. Oh, there's a bicycle I didn't even notice in the shadow. Is this really dark for you guys too? I assume it is. Right, that's the door we came through, I think. Oh good, it's not just me. You know, let me just... save. Back to the launcher and see if there's options. Thing. Oh, and Project Zomboid, the view is really dark. Here we are. Options. Dynamic shadow. Use effects. Yeah. I'll just turn it all on. Gotchas. Oh. It's alright, niftiness. I didn't realize there were more over here. Display. No windowed option though. Key binder. Okay. Interesting that we can rebind. Oh, there it is. Are they going to tell us what they do? Guessing R is reload. Right, you guys can't see this. Because it's not in the game, it's just in the launcher. So the launcher has music. And the game doesn't. There we go. Another nightmare. I feel weaker every time I get pulled in, as if something is trying to take me. Oh yeah, that was just because the launcher suddenly had music and I hadn't told Windows to keep that quiet. Hopefully it's better now. Is it better? It's not worse, you know. Oh, you think it's still too loud? Here, let me take it down a bit then. Alright. Grabs my mouse unless it's on the menu. Here. Dropped it by another fourth. Let me know if this is alright. Oops. Is it better? I think after that it was... Oh, I don't know. And when the music came on louder than normal. Yeah, that was the launcher. Funny how games are put together sometimes. I mean, it would make sense if it was something to do with the bust, but... God. I honestly think it's darker. And the lights just have more limited range. Oh. You know, that's a good point. Like, yeah, head is in toilet. It don't sleep a goddamn bit better, but it's 20 feet nearer the head. Yeah. Of course, you don't often see somebody chopping a stone bust. Whatever. It's nightmare logic. Hopefully different sounds. Yeah. But it was a good thought. I mean, nothing else. Oh, did Piers Anthony have that type of logic? No. Nothing. Dad joke fantasy. Man, I don't know, am I just supposed to keep wailing on the bust? Oh, I don't allow no music in here. No, that is the ceiling. It's so hard to see. The millipedes, the centipedes, the nickelpedes, and the dimepedes. Is that? Okay, that sounds pretty fun. I'd enjoy that kind of fantasy, that kind of humor. Interesting. I guess those marks on the wall are just from when I miss it, but... What do you say it's called? Cruel Lie? How many books did he write? There's no way to get behind it. And I feel like at this point I've hit it enough times. Oh, okay, so you read it a while ago. Yeah, I mean, I recognize the name. Yeah. I remember people discussing him in the sci-fi club back in undergrad. God. Is there something on the shelf? No, just the top of the shelf. You can just assume it all has that tone. Downside to playing obscure games is then when you're stuck, it's not easy to find help. The book was a good story overall, just some of it's made you go, what the hell? You can't be tempted to find help, except then go through the game for hours and never find the solution. Yeah, this is... Just hoping I didn't pass some other doorway or something. Yeah, the gaming of our childhoods. You know. Yeah, maybe you could buy a strategy guide or call a 1-900 number, but... Too often, you're on your own. Yeah, I mean, parents wouldn't hear about it. Or wouldn't hear of it, I should say, yeah. Like $2 for the first minute, $1 each additional minute. We've been everywhere at this point. There was no call center for this game, yeah. And if the website had a forum on it, then maybe we can access it through the Internet Archive. I was able to do that for Bob the Schizo, but the developer hadn't answered the questions that could have helped me. Yeah. It's probably worth doing, chat. Hmm. Yeah, 4 days. Didn't think about it, but yeah, you don't see that as much anymore. I think that's just supposed to be garbage bag, yeah. No head in it. The mini monopoly internet. Who needs forums when you got socials? Kinda scary to think about. I wonder if MagFest still has forums. They did a couple of years ago. Some of the older sites still around, fortunately, like Mystery Manor, I think, still has their forums. Should go there. See if they're finally releasing a 4th game. Not as much activity, except for on the older sites with dedicated communities, yeah. And then too many of them just degenerated into spam bots. Yeah, why not? You know what, Chad? I'm gonna see if I can't find. Yeah. Some help for this somewhere online. Oof. Oh, a maintenance for a washing machine repair, huh? Oh. No answer. Because people just weren't frequenting the forums anymore. Yeah, I guess now, like, people just go to Reddit for that sort of thing. Game FAQs. Is there anything on game FAQs? Oh, Reddit's also got problems. Don't use Reddit that much. It's like nose around tip of my joystick or something sometimes. Why does it even have a page on Metacritic then? Like, yeah, I'll add my review. My review is where the hell do I go? Opening puzzle with the lamps wasn't presented in a way that would make sense. There's nothing to suggesting that those lamps were movable. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, when you're right. When anything has a mini monopoly, then it's. Yeah, if it goes bad, then where else can you go? Hmm. Hmm. One review is like, this game, isn't fun with its current design choices. It's an unpolished state, has lack of cohesive story. I even like old school horror games like Seventh Guest and Alone in the Dark. I'm like, oh yeah, those two had cohesive stories. But maybe. Yeah, they were polished. They made sensible design choices. That microscope. It's like, I don't think we can say that about this. Did you see that review mentions that puzzle with the lights? Yeah, everybody's complaining about. Can't figure out what to do and it's too dark. Hmm. So that's how ModDB does it. Yeah. I will try to look at an old version of their website. Released on Desura. That's how you know it's an old game. Oh, it was made in Dark Basic Professional. I don't know. I thought it was FPSC. Maybe I'm confusing those two engines. Unless FPSC was built on. No, that can't be right, can it? Okay. Sorry, Chad, if this doesn't work, we'll try to mess around with the lamps like it was, I think it was saying. I love the archive.org and how many things it's saved. Forums, you say? Yep, looks like the forums were down even in 2013, chat. Create a free website with Weebly. Is Weebly still a thing? Hey, this game was originally $5 because you could make commercial games with that engine. Weebly's not a thing anymore. Not to be confused with Weebelos Scouts. I hate to give up on the game. Oh, wow. Oh, another one of their games won the Best Shooter Irish Game Developer Award. That'll be a little over a week. They released several games. It's weird. I wonder why they vanished. Or I guess they didn't vanish, but they, pulled their games and haven't updated their socials in a long time. Ooh, they were at Comic-Con. Oh, thanks, Moosey Fate. Oh, yeah, I know it's getting late. We may not. I don't think we'll finish this game. We may not be able to find a way to beat it at all. Just trying one more thing. Thanks, Moosey Fate. Appreciate it. We always know that's the risk of playing extremely obscure games. And that's that website archived after the domain became spam. Happens to too many websites. Buy this domain. I do not think I will, but thanks for asking. I wonder if what that one review mentioned involves the lights in the room with that corpse. No, this is... Sorry, we're getting nowhere, chat. Oh, I saw that Games won some awards. Good for them. Other for their later work. Opening puzzle with the lamps wasn't presented in a way that would make sense. There's nothing to suggest that those lamps were movable. Oops. Forgot to change back. We've tried. There, that's why you can't switch. switch do? Maybe we chopped the wrong head. Well, we did something, chat. Are we winning? Are we stuck on the floor? Hey game, quick question. Oh, I can't help noticing our health is 0. I think a bit of a load is in order. So that's how we want to play it as a game. We'll simply spawn outside the playable area. Well, that was fun. My soul has been lost forever. Sometimes, yeah. Haven't we loaded that game before? Maybe we should save twice per level. And I won't touch anything while it's loading because I don't want to piss it off. Go to Windows, keeps thinking it's frozen anyway. This one doesn't work, then we'll try closing and reopening the game. Okay, this is, like half of the save files just won't work. Like half of the passwords in Spiritual Warfare on the Genesis just wouldn't work. So I heard. Maybe that was the best version. ADK. Here we are. Well, unfortunately, these nice little bite-sized levels where we'll be back to where we were in no time. Get to have fun watching the flashlight again. And getting Steamless achievements again. Seeing it turn on. Those were intelligent responses. want that head. Let's try. I'm saving in that other slot again. Just trying to figure out what those numbers mean. Oh, it's just the month and day. Okay, got it. No years involved. Death. Just keep it. Oh, okay. Look at my health, chat. If I chop the wrong one, then it'll do that. Is one of them there trial and error puzzles? Does dying after saving corrupt your save? Yes, I'm aware that is a very ridiculous sounding sentence. So dark I can't even make out the Polaroids, chat. Oh no, that's good. It's entirely possible. So we tried those ones, but not. Okay. And I tried that one the first time, and that one, so. And we're dead again. Yeah, maybe it was this weird thing. Like there is 6. Done that to 6, so it's not that. Hello, is it? Oh, Mr. Spock one, welcome in. So we basically play as. It's not in the game. It was on the website, but I believe we play as a detective, who was shot and was dead for a certain amount of time, and then brought back to life. But now he has these nightmares when these evil spirits and creatures don't want him to come back to death. Trying to drag his soul to the afterlife or the underworld or something. We can't. Yeah, it's an interesting premise, but Any of these will hit will blow up and kill us. Wait, there's numbers. God. No, I can't be anything with the numbers because there's there's 7s and 8s and there are only 6 hits. That's just another lamp behind there. Huh. I really thought we'd finally figured something out. Oh no, I'm pretty thoroughly stumped, chat. Yeah, back upstairs. We had to keep hitting those skulls for a while before they blew up. I feel like we hit that bust enough times. Something should have triggered if it was going to. Oh, is that? No. That was just the door. Just like it's not making a different noise now. It was at one point. Maybe that's... Now that's strange. They can't expect us to just keep doing this. Why is that? Then before, other things were making different noises, and now nothing is. Maybe that's a bug. Nah. It is entirely possible that there's not advancing due to some other kind of bug. When they said chop, they meant open. Look at guys, I know Gaelic is your first language, but are you trying to confuse me? Oh wait, yes, they probably are. Digit key code. Oh, numpad. Interesting, if you don't have a numpad in your keyboard, you can't play this game. I'm sure that wasn't the right one. I just pushed 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, some of them are really light colored. They're barely visible. Are you guys able to tell? Are we looking at only two colors here? It look like down in the lower left quadrant there's something between that 3 and that 8. Four colors, oh. Any of those colors have only 4 numbers? Oh, yeah. Thank you, that's an excellent point. Let's just move that, shall we? Normally it's not an issue. Oh, nice, now I can zoom in. This looks like that 3 is circled with the C. Hmm. 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's try those. 3, 5, 6, 7. Right. 5, 6, 7. 3. 6, 7, 5. It always sounds the same, but oops. Was that? Or is that just it? Okay, no, that's it closing. Three. 5, 7, 6. 3, 8, 7, 5, 6. Yeah, that's my flashlight going off. Can we do it from the front? And now you can see the numpad. Wait. And then
Streamer streaming game on stream. Streamer, I'm afraid. Streamer, you must pause my stream. Streamer got a raid. Here's a raider leading raiders.
Just
Welcome
got a
raider,
raid.
welcome raiders. Are the raiders alligators? Raider, raider, grapple.
Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? I didn't know you were streaming tonight. What were you playing? You guys, please go check out Sunstone Sun. And this IRL friend of mine who plays a lot of the more modern games like Pokemon and what was that? I know a lot of Pokemon. What was that one you were playing the other day? But Welcome in, everybody. I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind retro and variety streamer who plays a mixture of action games and adventure games and a whole lot of horror games. And tonight we're playing Haunted Dreams, a really obscure one, which really difficult one too. The downside is to playing obscure indie games from 13 years ago is that when you can't figure out what to do, you're kind of on your own. Oh, Sky, Children of the Light. Oh, you guys, please go check out Glowl as well. What were you last playing? Ooh, Pokemon Scarlet. But yeah, I hope your stream was fun, Stunstone. I did play Nancy Drew. You saw when I played it a couple months ago, right? The Ghost of Thornton Hall. That was a good one. Spooky. Full of death and inexplicable large grub worms. Well, we'll get to more Nancy Drew Sunstone. I do have a couple more. Sitting right beneath my desk, in fact. There are so many Nancy Drew games. We pace ourselves. We play other fun adventure games. I do like Nancy Drew, though. But yeah, great to have you guys here. Unfortunately, I moved my camera because chat was helping me see something that's color based. Where trying to enter. We have to enter a key. Wait. Enter a code in this, this keypad, and it's thinking it's color. Thinking it's some of the numbers on this piece of paper, but oh yeah, definitely if you got a lurk or whatever, Sunstone. But I thought I saw some text downstairs, and I wonder if the color of that is important, or was it? Thank you. Even if sometimes they're horrifying and violent and sort of nightmare-inducing. I think we're actually within nightmare in the game. Real nightmares levels that are underlit. So I'm curious, is that font? What color is that font, and does that correspond with one of the sets of numbers on here? Or is it 3567? Is it green? Is that the only color that has only 4 numbers? Well, checking if I was understanding you right, niftiness. How many total are there? Okay, 20. So I'm guessing that's the only one that has 4, and so this doesn't matter. Should be writing this down, shouldn't I? 1, 2, 5, 8, red. 3, 5, 6, 7, green. Geez, 8, 7, 2, 3. Maybe blue. Right. What did you say? Eight, 7, 2, 3, blue. You said the others are. Is it red, green, black, and blue? Okay, so then the other, what is it, 8 numbers or something are black? That doesn't help us, so it's got to be one of those numbers, but. Is it red, green, or blue? I'm assuming that font is just red, like it's written in blood or something. Okay. I figure the black ones aren't important. It'll have to be one that's only 4 numbers. But this... There aren't numbers written on the skulls or anything, are there? Hey, let's hit one with a hammer, see what happens. For those of you just joining us, we found out that if you hit the skulls with hammers, they blow up and kill us. And then, quite possibly, corrupt our save and make us spawn on top of the building. Huh. There's 6 skulls, but... I don't think how that would be relevant if there are only 4 numbers. There's a 4-number code. I haven't seen numbers written anywhere, but doesn't mean they aren't there. Oh god. That's possible that 6 is the first number, but that's the kind of logic, like, if that's what the game expects me to do. It's like, oh, there are 4 plates on the table, so 4 is the second number. Because skulls come before plates. No, I appreciate thinking outside the box. This game has shown us we have to think outside the box. This game is very far from the box. Hold on. Are there numbers on those fuses, or is it just... Are there numbers in the fuse box? Can anybody see? And I notice that the top ones are all in a row. What a blast. I kind of think they aren't. I think they're just light and dark circles. Yeah. Oh, you think so? What's that? Oh. Another boarded up window. Okay, well let me... Here, maybe I can get you guys closer by jumping on the table and crouching. It's such an FPS thing to say. Maybe I'll get stuck on the terrain. Hey chat. We're stuck in the ceiling. This is what I get for thinking outside the box. To be fair on the developers, this game was made in kind of a rough engine. Yeah. Well, bite my ass and call me Sally, to quote Railbreak. Whatever. This chat. This is why we save scum. Save scum. Oh, hey, Zatara. We spawned on the roof and had to restart. We got stuck in the ceiling and had to restart. We blew ourselves up and then sunk into the floor and had to restart. I'm noticing a theme here. Oh yeah, and we're still trying to figure out what to do. How are you tonight, Zatara? Next time, I play Amnesia: The Dark Descent like a normal, sane human being who loves horror games. Alright. So we're just... We'll try and do this without getting stuck in the ceiling. It might be as close as I can get you guys. Do you guys see any numbers on those fuses? There we go. Ooh, learning more French vocab. Yeah, because when I'm like here, it really... Oh, wait. I think I can make it bigger for you guys. Don't worry, we'll fix this later. Okay, just loosely formed triangles. Okay. Well, thanks for checking. It was worth a shot. Ah. There we go. I'll leave myself over in that corner for the moment. Oops. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I mean, at first it really did look like that was maybe thinking in the first place, but another false lead. Sure, if there were numbers here, I would have seen them. Yes, also let me know if anything that's like green or blue or red jumps out at you, chat. It could conceivably be a hint. But you know, 3 different combinations of 4 numbers. That's there's a lot of brute forcing to ask us. Unless, wait, which? Now when we find somewhere with ambient light, I'll ask the question. No. See nothing that makes me think of numbers. anything written on that CD-ROM, is there? No, I'm pretty certain there isn't. Guitar is my last hope. But I just have one other thought, which is what? The words chop the head. What color are they written in? Is it black? It's probably black. Oh, number 4. Interesting. Ah, damn. I mean, that might be a hint, but... No, 4. 9. Well, there's everything else, yeah. Hold on. I lost my train of thought. Guess there's nothing for it but to go through these numbers. Chop. Wait. Could it be like CHOP on a touch tone phone? Try that. Wait. I've got to visualize it. That would be 2. 4. 6. 7. It'll be easier, I think, if I write these numbers down, if we're just going to try and go through them all. We will beat this level and then call it a night. What if I put my notepads? 3, 5, 6, 7. And then conceivably 8, 7, 2, 3. Well, you can't say that I'm not tenacious, chat. To bring you the games you won't see anywhere else. Actually, sorry, I'd say that, and then I'm like, is it possible there's a full walkthrough of this on YouTube? I thought I looked it up and see if there's a long play to get an idea of how long it was, and there wasn't. Let's give a quick look-see. God, that's bright. Oh, you want me to have a monopoly on it? Thank you so much. Huh. Interesting. I forgot there was a C64 version of that. Right. Things that pop up on YouTube. Of course, there are other video games called Haunted Dreams. Is that a Spyro hack? Here it is. Wait, shit, here it is. Oh. But it's only 5 minutes. Somebody else did play this game, chat, and they got further than me. Ignoring the fact that there's a save game in here from years ago. Okay, now that's much further in the game. When did YouTube's search get so abysmal? There were other people playing this game 13 years ago. And making it further than me. Oops. Alright. That's brute force. Sorry, before I do, I should check real quick. Is there anything here that's one of these colors? Like, you know, is the Xbox 360 green? Is the laptop red? Is the guitar blue? Anything like that? Anything that could just give us an indication of where to start? I know it's unlikely, but thought I'd ask. Kinda didn't think so. Okay. 1, 8, 5, 2, 1, 8, 2, 5. Hmm. 2, 1, 5, 8. 2, 1, 8, 5. Oh, it's numeric. That's why it keeps changing the weapon. 2, 5, 1, 8. 2, 5, 8, 1. 2, 8, 5, 1. 2, 8, 1, 5. Okay. 5, 1, 2, 8. 5, 1, 8, 2. 5, 2, 1, 8. 5, 2, 8, 1. 5, 8, 1, 2. 5, 8, 2, 1. Starting with 8. 8, 1, 2, 5. 8, 1, 5, 2. 8, 2, 1, 5. 8, 2, 5, 1. 8, 8512. So it's clearly not that color. And hey, Yaden RMP, welcome in. Oops, how are you doing? You guys, please go check out Yaden RMP. Yeah, my pleasure. Glad I got to drop by and lurk a little while I was at work when you guys were playing Mario Kart 64. Yeah, awesome retro streamer and professional wrestler. Always love making it to Yaden streams. And thanks for hanging out here and saying hi. Realize this is the slower part of the stream, and I'm like, God, what if I'm not even doing the right thing? So that's that. The green we got through. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it is pretty late. We'll end pretty soon, but always great to see you too. So, we were starting earlier. 3, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 7, 6. 3, 6, 5, 7. 3, 6, 7, 5. 3, 7, 6, 5. 3, 7, 5, 6. 5, 3, 6, 7. 5, 3, 7, 6. 5, 6, 7, 3. 5, 6, 3, 7. 5, 7, 6, 3. 5, 7, 3, 6. Okay. Starting with 6. 6, 3, 5, 7. 6, 3, 7, 5. 6, 5, 3, 7. 6, 5, 7, 3. 6, 7, 3, 5. 6, 7, 5, 3. Starting with 7. 7, 3, 5, 6. 7, 3, 6, 5. 7, 5, 6, 3. 7, 5, 3, 6. Did I do 7, 5, 6, 3? 7, 6, 5, 3. 7, 6, 3, 5. So it's not either of those. I guess we'll try the blue numbers. And if it's not those, then I will chew through my computer's power cable. It's 2, 3, 7, 8. 2, 3, 7, 8. 2, 3, 8, 7. 2, 7, 3, 8. 2, 7, 8, 3. 2, 8, 3, 7. 2, 8, 7, 3. 7, 3, 2, 7, 8. 3, 2, 8, 7. 3, 7, 8, 2. 3, 7, 2, 8. 3, 8, 7, 2. 3, 8, 2, 7. It's always the last one, isn't it, chat? 7, 2, 3, 8. 7, 2, 8, 3. 7, 3, 2, 8. 7, 3, 8, 2. 7, 8, 2, 3. 7, 8, 3, 2. One moment. Let's try these last few. 8, 2, 3, 7. 8, 2, 7, 3. 8, 3, 7, 2. 8, 3, 7, 2, chat. So it wasn't the last one, it was just 3 from the last one. Wow. That actually paid off. And we had a redemption for eat something strange. What do I have here that's strange? You thought the game was trolling and the code should just be straight up wrong. You know, I was kind of getting to think that there myself. What do I have to eat that's strange here? Oh, here's a candy from Denmark that a friend gave me, that a friend gave her. It's kind of little hard candy that's shaped like a fruit. I'm guessing it's berry flavored, or quite possibly turtle flavored. Don't know that the color is going to give us many clues, but it's raspberry. Damn. Those Danes know how to make a good raspberry candy. Thank you, Niftiness. Now, let us finally make some progress. Oh. I'm going to save. Very much. Yes, I think that's fair to say. Shoot, now I'm like, this is good, I want more. I have no idea what it's called, or what the packaging looks like. Oh. Let's go down and see that mutilated corpse, chat, shall we? Yep, he's still mutilated. Still says death. I thought I tried pressing enter on the head before. You know, that time it worked, but maybe I just wasn't aiming right. Hoping maybe that door would come unlocked, but nope. Watch the game be like, that's the code to make a loud noise. The code to end the level is a different code and can only be entered after you enter the code to make a loud noise. More likely some wall slid open, I just am not seeing it. Oh no, that's the wall that slid open. What's that? Yeah. Another body. Salvation? Maybe? Hard to tell. of salvation. The water heater. Wait, is that a door? No, that. God. Oh, there was something there. So wall we can break down. Oh, yes. What are those destructible walls? I wouldn't expect them to be as, upfront about that as later games like Catacomb the Abyss would be. Once again, I find myself pulled into this twisted world. I felt less connected to myself. I don't know what's real. It looked like it opened and there was something light inside, but I couldn't tell, Chad. How did I lose more health? And when do I get guns? Hey, I like a frying pan as much as the next guy. Health. Guns, you say? Is that a mousetrap? Oh, button. That did something. I think we cannot hurt each other. Got him. Cool new monster, though. He did some damage, but we did more. I read, oh, but that's just the flashlight. You mean in the bottom left? Yeah, health's in the top left there. I'm gonna be carrying that for the rest of the game. Okay. Ammo's pretty scarce. It is survival horror after all. Just now I found a weapon just now. What's that? Oh, new guy. With a hatchet or something. And that noise is him hurting me. Good thing he's not very smart. It is a set of stairs. Is there anything here first? Tell me this guy doesn't look like something from Bloodlust Software. Let me guess. You have independent lighting, so you probably want to kill me. About what I expected. Can we hurt each other by walls? Are we playing by Dead Island rules? Oh, he got back up. He did a lot of damage. Hey, wait. That looks like that same watermelon kind of thing that the skeleton was holding. Oh, I saw a key on top of the TV. I don't want to pick it up in case it ends the level and there's more secrets to be had. Or more enemies to be had. Yeah, you gotta hit him in the head or just hit him more times to keep him down. It was like a kid in a dress, or a girl or a woman, I couldn't tell. I think that was the light colored thing we saw briefly in the last level. Oh shit. Wait, is he? How the hell is he walking through here? Niftiness, I don't think the developers were sure what was going on at this point. And I just hope we get a full health refill soon. Checkers. Pick up that thing and not end the level. Let's see if this door is unlocked first. As to that, she requires a key. If anybody actually managed to put the correct code in, what do we put behind the door? Why, more zombies, of course. And darkness. Okay. Oh. And I'm nearly dead. Is that a saw blade that guy was on? Well, that we picked up. Open the door. No. Surely you didn't think it was going to be that easy, chat. That is all that does. Never get used to how in each room you just have to try and see whether the light's better with or without the flashlight. Have we been in here? No. That's more like it. On health, but not much. Can you guys tell what these fudge bar balance. This is all about balance. That's a very powerful gun. Too bad. They all sound dead. If you reload, you waste all the bullets currently in your magazine. There's a word for that, and that word is realistic. Me noives, chat, me noives. No, but I do need to end soon. Oh, this will be a nice short game. Hammer-proof glass. Actually, it didn't pick up items at quite that range. Jeez, guy drains your health with shocking speed. I wonder if that nail-studded board would get me better range. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Wish it didn't force you to pick that up. Well, we've done it again, chat. We've done it again. Oh, and that time the game's just like, no, fuck you. You don't get to play again. Isn't that the dark basic symbol? Oh no, it definitely says FPSC game. I don't know what's real, including that wall. First time. We hid in that corner the first time. We're relatively safe. Yeah. As long cheating if the game lets you do it. So it's much the game letting me do it as the game not noticing and stopping me. Yeah, if you accidentally reload, you can really screw yourself. Yes, Buddy here has not quite learned the finer points of navigating trash cans. Resilient. Just gonna go after that one last, because then if chainsaw guy comes and his sound won't go away, you have to listen to it for a lot less. Came out of that decently. And the old violent half-zombie on a saw blade holding a watermelon trick. Seen it 1,000 times, Chad. Until somebody can tell me what those things are, we're going to keep calling them watermelons. And if I could leave the level without them, then I would say, never mind about them watermelons. There's that girl. Thought he'd get stuck. Interesting, you can faintly hear the same damage sound when you hit him. Nope. It disappears so completely. Kind of look like there's an eyeball in there. Yeah, a lot of maybe I was doing damage before. Sound of chainsaws, chat. Just as scary, chat. Oh no. Will it know anything else? Will it? Oh, he's walking away. After I awake, I find I'm at another murder scene. I don't know why I wake up here. I couldn't have done this, could I? Okay. And I'm going to go back and go through that third level with better finish, but that's... Is there health here? Just curious whether there's health near the start. Yeah, no health. It's unfortunate. I think that's one of the problems with the engine is whatever health you have at the end of the last level, you keep it at the next level. But that's all we have time for tonight, chat. So are we going to come back and finish this game? I don't know. I hadn't planned on it. I believe we have established many times that I am mildly OCD. But also, you know, if there's no other full long play of this online, maybe I'm the one who has to do it. Oh no. There are things I like about this game and things that frustrate me. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I wouldn't say it's my least favorite either. Mm-hmm. God, it's bright. Here, I'm going to turn down the monitor brightness. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Can't zoom in on the monitor settings. Well, thank you guys for coming to hang out, though, and watch me play another obscure one. And thanks for sitting around as I brute forced it through all those 4-number combinations. 3 different sets, because as far as I could tell, that was all I could do. Okay, let me find somebody to raid, and then I'll tell you guys what's coming up on stream. Yeah, I'll probably finish this at some point. I'm gonna raid. Oh, she's not online anymore. Oh. Thanks, niftiness. I'm certainly hard-headed, I'll give myself that. Oh, is Canadian Rage still streaming? I saw he was on earlier. I was thinking we could raid him. Oh, thanks, Tara. Yeah, we try to cycle, or at least put variations on the food and drink ones. Change it up a bit. Let's see, Scone Bones playing Donkey Kong 64. Pickle Turkey still at going through Riven. Ghoul Babe's playing Gabriel Knight 2. It's only her 10th playthrough. It's, ooh, Golem is playing Fungus Swarm. Raid. It's Paper Mario. Yeah, let's raid Cobra Commanda. I feel like it's been a little while since we raided her. It's playing Quest for Glory 5, which I believe was the last Quest for Glory game. Oh, unless I thought someone else I was going to raid. He's seldom online. Nah. Oh, we're too late for overthinking. But as for what's coming up on stream, well, yes, I'm going home for about a week on Saturday, so no stream Saturday. That's why we stream tonight. And Sunday, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't really know what my schedule's going to be like this week. I'll have to talk to my parents, see what works for friends, see if work puts demands on me even though I'm on vacation. Hey, welcome to the industry. But I will be doing a real hardware special on my Sega Genesis, and I think we'll try and do another viewing party like we've done before of obscure short films, which then won't be on a VOD or anything. Maybe I should try and do that in Discord like normal people do. Look into it. C-Cross knows all about streaming stuff on Discord. And then maybe we'll do a one-off computer game while I'm there. I don't know. But then when I come back, it'll be Cinematic Platformer September. So we'll get to play more cinematic platformers this year. And we'll also do the rail shooter stream in September. I don't know, maybe I'll finally play Flashback this cinematic platform in September, and I'll let chat choose one of the ones I play. Oh, right, and that's the other thing. I put up a new poll on Twitter, because I've been saying I would do one audiobook this year, and I was trying to decide which one, and looking up public domain horror and mystery novels. So I found 4 that I could get my hands on copies of, and put it up on Twitter. It'll be up for a week, and you can choose which public domain horror audiobook you want to hear me read. Unless, you're able to get me permission to read a non-public domain horror book. Underscore. No. There we go. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging around and watching me struggle and make it at least a little bit further in that game. I appreciate all the chatters and all the lurkers, and thank you guys for the raids tonight and redemptions and everything. And you guys can find me on Twitter and MySpace, where I post stream announcements and random stuff. You can find VODs of my past streams up on YouTube, and I also have a channel in the Retroactive Discord server. Evil Water. Well, Evian. Now recycle this, because not to do so would be the true evil thing. But I hope that everybody has a good night. May your dreams not be haunted. And if they are haunted, may they not be haunted by keypads in statues. Say hi to Cobra Commander, and I'll see you when I see you, chat.